Tonight on The Edge, a tragic relationship.
Yes, two women are murdered, both allegedly by the men they loved. Fox News' Camille Amiri highlights their cases with the hope of saving others from domestic violence. And you learned some useful information tonight, Camille.
Yeah, I really did. It's information that I want to share with everybody out there. I was talking to this expert and we said, you know, it's too late for these women. This is both tragic stories, but if somebody watching the story, if it can help just one person, we've done our job tonight.
When it comes to domestic violence,
I don't know what's really happening right now in the world, but it just seems like things are getting so much worse.
She just didn't deserve it. She was a good-hearted person. She loved everybody.
Kanisha Williams grieving the murder of her sister, Andrika McIntosh. The Detroit woman shot and killed Friday, allegedly by her soon-to-be ex-husband, Breon McIntosh. Amber Thomas also shot to death last week. Police say it was her ex-boyfriend, Barry Garza, who targeted her and pulled the trigger. It happened outside the assisted living facility where she worked in Saline. Amber had a personal protection order in place, and Andrika was working on getting one, according to family members.
When you have a PPO, that's why law enforcement can come in and do things for you. So I would always encourage people to get one, but it doesn't make you safe. It doesn't make you bulletproof.
Experts at Haven, Oakland County's most comprehensive women's shelter, say if you feel threatened, take every precaution you can.
Change your routine. Change when you go to lunch. Change the time you leave for work, the time you come home, the route you take.
Understand that this is not your fault.
Don't keep it a secret. A lot of times abusers bank on the fact that they've isolated you from your friends and family, so tell people.
Have a plan in place for a worst case scenario.
Maybe keeping a pick up and go phone, you know, under a rock or somewhere in your garage. So if you have to run out of your home quickly, you can have a way to call 911.
Experts also suggest having a code word or a code phrase.
You call your sister and you say, my dog is great tonight. And she knows that that means call 911 right now.
Haven also has a 24-hour emergency hotline. The number is 248-334-1274.
Education is so important. Advocacy is so important. Believing survivors is so important.
And raising awareness is also just so important. Now, another thing that she points out is that if you call the police at, like, say, 1 in the morning, or your family member calls the police, if you are in imminent danger, don't wait. If the police are telling you to call back in the morning, or if they're saying come to the station in the morning, don't wait. Call that 248 number that we put up on our screen. Of course, we'll have it on our website as well. They have somebody there answering the phones 24 hours a day. They will get you to a safe place. It is not worth risking. If you're in imminent danger, do not wait. Just get help immediately. Reporting live, Camille Amiri on The Edge.
Yeah, Haven is such a wonderful place, a great option for people who really do feel like they're in danger and need to get out quickly. You know, Camille, it was some really good points there, especially about changing up the routine, something you don't think about. Also, though, not going somewhere alone. I mean, that is something, you know, you don't think about, but really could make a difference.
Yeah, and, you know, unfortunately, I mean, some of these alleged attackers, you know, they are basically what the expert we talked to said are like stalkers. So they know where you are, who you're with. So yeah, changing it up, making sure you're with someone, but still just absolutely horrible stories that we covered last week. Again, we just wanted to get all of these tips out there in hopes to prevent this, in hopes that somebody out there watching can use this information to their advantage.
You know, and hopefully sometime in the future, women or people in this situation will have a better tool to be able to fight this. Yeah. Thank you so much, Camille. Well, the battle between the city of Plymouth and restaurant owners who may soon be forced to pay a lot more to offer outdoor dining is heating up.
During the city council meeting, restaurant owners spoke out about being upset. They're saying that the city is trying to raise their outdoor dining fees by 900%. Fox News' Dave Kinchin has more from unhappy business owners.
This was the latest proposal, a 13-page document the city put out there for business owners on this issue, but the city commissioners could not agree to pass this one so well. They're going back to the drawing board.
$2 per square foot, subject to change by the city commission. This is a slight increase.
Plymouth City Commissioners kicking around numbers, trying to strike a deal with downtown restaurant owners over city fees for outdoor patio dining. It's all to ease tensions after they've taken fire for an early proposal to raise those fees by as much as 900%. But in the end, no deal was reached this time.
So that motion does not pass?
I think no deal is better than the wrong deal. So it gives them more time to flesh it out and not make a rush decision.
The debate has been pretty nasty in recent weeks, too.
We talked to the press because I don't think we really had any other option to get it out there and let people know. By no means did any of us want it to be contentious or any sort of negative emails. I just think some people take it way too far.
Business leaders say the original proposal of going from $1.50 per square foot of patio space to $15 per square foot came out of nowhere.
We got blindsided. They had a meeting.
Billy Farwell owns the Pin Grill and Bar.
And we got the meeting together, everybody together, to tell them our side of the story, which was to lower the patio rates and keep them open for the people. Otherwise, we were all together, all the guys the owners of this town, we all worked together. We were going to close them all down.
He says such a large jump in fees would hurt business after things became good again following the pandemic.
If I lost my key chef, I lost my general manager and my key barmaid because they had to find jobs somewhere else, and then trying to replace them, it's hard to get help now.
Now, so many different sides are tossing out so many different numbers. It's why this issue is going to take some time to sort out. There's a lot of details, and many business owners have said because the city wants one uniform policy, it's hard to have that when every street is different. Different restaurants have a different patio setup, so they take up different amounts of space. So a lot of details to be worked out still. We'll keep you updated. In Plymouth, Dave Kinchin on The Edge.
Some like it hot. Today was not.
That's a good way to put it. What a buzzkill if you were expecting a warm day. It started off a little shady with rain showers, but it sure turned into a pleasant evening. Let's check in with Weather Authority Derek Kevra for our Tuesday forecast. Are people walking up to you and saying, what happened to the heat and where's the warm weather?
A little bit, but any day that we can bring up Some Like It Hot, Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon. That's a good day. That's a good reference.
Look at you,
all right,
old soul.
Outside right now, things are clearing up after beginning cloudy and wet, drizzly. That was kind of the word for the day, wasn't it? Drizzly, because it wasn't really ever raining all that hard for us. But it was drizzly and cloudy. Eventually, that sun came out later. Take a look at this. This is pretty amazing here. Storm reports today around the United States. Guys, there was some really active severe weather in a lot of different spots all along the East Coast, but extending all the way back through parts of Tennessee, Kentucky. I mean, shoot, a lot of people dealt with some rounds of severe weather. We were very lucky that we did not. I don't see a ton of severe weather in our 7-day forecast. So there's a chance we could see a few thunderstorms. Maybe a couple of passing showers is probably a better way to say it. You saw that little flare of green. That was it right there through the afternoon tomorrow, maybe between 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So that's going to be our window to see maybe a storm kind of billow up, kind of build through the atmosphere. If they get strong enough, maybe we get an isolated thunderstorm, but I don't even think those thunderstorms are going to be strong, certainly not looking severe. As we move into Wednesday night, Thursday morning, more rain will move in. Thursday could be a little bit wetter at times, too. As we then move through the later afternoon, we could, again, spark up a shower. But none of it looks too crazy, so just run-of-the-mill summer kind of weather here. The winds, those today were about 10, 15 miles an hour, but spots around Port Huron, it was a very breezy day, so our St. Clair viewers are saying, our St. Clair County viewers are saying, I don't know, it was pretty windy for us, and it was. Slight breeze could continue tonight, keeping it feeling like fall, 60 degrees for a low. Outer suburbs could drop down into the upper 50s. Let's get you out the door early tomorrow morning. If you're waking up between about 5 and 7 o'clock, temperatures are going to be in the lower 60s. By 11 o'clock, you're looking at 75 degrees. So by lunchtime, we're back to the mid-70s. Highs tomorrow, 82, 85 by Wednesday. A few clouds lingering, but we'll get some sunshine as well, and you can see those spotty rain showers through the week. Rupen Taryn, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Sarah. Talk to you soon. A pregnant mother arrested and charged for a carjacking.
Problem is, she never committed the crime, and now she is suing DPD. Detroit police used surveillance video from a gas station and ran it through their facial recognition software. And we're told that software came back with a match, a photo of Portia Woodruff. The victim chose her photo from a lineup of others, but no other investigation occurred. Woodruff spent 11 hours at the Detroit Detention Center before she was released on a $100,000 bond.
They violated her Fourth Amendment right, false arrest, false imprisonment. This is faulty police work by the Detroit police. And it has to stop.
Now, her child was born a month after the arrest. Activists contend the facial recognition program is ineffective and dangerous. They're calling on police to stop using it.
It's horrific, and it was so unnecessary and just sad. I mean, even for the first responding officers, you know, this is something that's going to stay with all of us for forever.
Emotion still raw following a shooting at the Linden Square Assisted Living Facility in Saline that left the woman dead. A candlelight vigil held today for Amber Thomas. Police say her ex-boyfriend, Barry Garza, ambushed her when she and a co-worker took a break. Her colleague was shot in the attack. He was able to attend today's vigil. Garza was arraigned on murder and felony firearm charges. Thomas had a personal protection order against him at the time of the shooting.
Don't assume because of the way that someone's dressed that they are actually really police. They don't need a lot of rhyme or reason. They don't need to rob rich people. They need to rob people they believe they have an opportunity to attack. That's really what it's about. It's about opportunity.
They may be dressed like cops, but these guys are not law enforcement officers. Ferndale police say this group went to a home off West Woodland Street near Woodward and accosted a man, forcing themselves inside his home. The suspects all wearing ski masks. No one was hurt, and it's not clear why the man was targeted. This case is still wide open.
Well, the man accused of kidnapping and killing 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith was back in a Grand Rapids courtroom today. Rashad Trice pleaded not guilty to federal charges of kidnapping a minor and kidnapping resulting in death. Trice is accused of taking the girl from her mother's home in Lansing last month, killing her and leaving her body in an alley on Detroit's east side. Today, a federal jury bound Trice over to stand trial. Trice is also facing charges at the state level.